Most people think strength shows up when everything is going well, but real emotional strength reveals itself under pressure when tension rises, expectations collapse, and chaos demands a reaction. In those moments, some people unravel, while others remain composed, grounded, and almost untouchable. They are not calm because life is easy. They are calm because their mind is trained. Emotionally strong people understand something most never learn. Pressure does not create weakness. It exposes it. When stress hits, the mind defaults to its deepest habits. Panic, anger, defensiveness, and impulsive speech are not reactions to pressure. They are reflections of untrained emotional systems. Calm, on the other hand, is not personality, it is discipline. The first reason emotionally strong people stay calm is because they control the meaning they assign to events. Pressure feels overwhelming only when the mind labels it as danger, failure, or threat to identity. Strong individuals separate events from ego. A mistake is not humiliation. Criticism is not rejection. Conflict is not catastrophe. When pressure appears, they slow down internally, even if action is required externally. They breathe deeper, they speak less, they buy themselves time. This pause is not hesitation, it is power. In that space, rational thought regains control. Another defining trait is emotional detachment, not indifference, detachment. Strong people feel emotions fully, but they do not become them. They observe anger without obeying it. They recognize fear without surrendering to it. This internal distance allows them to respond deliberately rather than react instinctively. Where others explode or collapse, they remain steady. Moments of uncertainty. Each exposure teaches the mind that discomfort is survivable. This disciplined attention keeps anxiety from multiplying. Silence is another weapon they use. They do not speak to relieve tension. They speak to convey precision. Importantly, emotionally strong people do not seek emotional validation during pressure. They are not dependent on approval to regulate their inner state. Their self-worth is internal, stable, and non-negotiable. Because of this, criticism does not destabilize them, and praise does not inflate them. External conditions lose their power to control internal balance. They also rehearse mentally. Before pressure arrives, they have already imagined it. They have visualized setbacks, resistance, and adversity, and practice staying calm within those scenarios. When the real moment arrives, the mind recognizes it. Familiarity replaces panic, preparation replaces fear. Perhaps most critically, emotionally strong people accept reality instantly. They do not argue with what is happening. Resistance amplifies pressure. Acceptance neutralizes it. This does not mean surrender, it means clarity. Once reality is accepted, energy can be directed toward solutions instead of emotional protest. Calm under pressure is not passive, it is an active state of control. It is the refusal to let circumstances dictate identity. It is mastery over impulse, perception, and reaction. This level of composure makes people appear confident, capable, and authoritative. Not because they dominate others, but because they govern themselves. And this is the truth few will tell you. Emotional strength is lonely when you stop reacting, stop seeking validation, and stop being controlled by pressure. You separate yourself from the emotional crowd. You become harder to manipulate, harder to provoke, harder to shake. That is the price of inner sovereignty. If you want to cultivate this level of calm, start small, pause before responding. Sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. Observe emotions instead of obeying them. Pressure will not disappear, but your relationship to it will change. If this message resonates, take a moment to support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to The Sovereign Mind. Here, we don't chase motivation, we build discipline, self-mastery, and psychological strength. Control your mind and pressure loses its grip.